Liam Gibbs, good to see you. Obviously, we're here at Easton College, where they've just unveiled some fantastic facilities. I mean, we just walked around, and there's sports science labs and sports halls. I mean, for you, as someone who grew up interested in sports, interested in football, and obviously they've got the pitches outside as well, what would this sort of facility have meant to you at the time?
Yeah, I mean, it would have been amazing. Like, the facilities here are incredible, really. Like, I haven't seen anything like this from any other college, really, like that I have been to. But it is really, really amazing. We've just been in to see the gym facilities and the labs, like you mentioned, and they've got really high level equipment using high level technology, and it saw a few of the students like sort of using them as well, going through the test, put them under a bit of pressure. But no, it was really good to sort of see everyone, speak to them about it, and learn sort of what they're about, really. But it looks really good, and it would be a great opportunity for anybody coming here to be able to use them to go on to do what they want to.
And clearly, as a footballer at Colney, we know what sort of a facility that is now. You get exposure to some fantastic bits of equipment and people and insights as well. You've seen sort of similar levels of equipment here, and like you said, how good an opportunity that is for young people in the area to be exposed to that level of stuff that you guys get exposed to.
Yeah, no, definitely. They've got very similar stuff to we have at Colney, and obviously we've got a fantastic facility there for us to use as well. So for young people to come here and be able to use sort of equipment of that sort of calibre, and all of the facilities, like they've got like lab equipment as well, where they're doing their testing is all very, very high level stuff that we're exposed to as well. So it'd just be great for them for those learning how to use it to then test on people, and those actually using it as tests to go on to be athletes. So they've got both sides of the coin being used here, so it's really good to see and go and meet some of them as well.
You're obviously from the area. It's your brother, isn't it, who does sort of coaching in and around the area, so you know kind of the appeal of the community in terms of sport and the power it has, I suppose, in local areas.
Yeah, no, definitely. I was speaking to some of the staff as well just before, and like some of her kids come to my brother's coaching and stuff, so it is massive, and a lot of the kids and younger people as well, that they are really interested in sport, and it brings people from all over the place, and like they were just saying there, they've got people travelling all over the world to be here and be a part of their teams. Like, just met some of their cricket team who have done really well and come third in the country, so they've got people coming in from all over the world to come and play here, and to sort of join this, what they're all trying to do and what they're all trying to achieve, and be very good for young people to come and mix different cultures and grow sport as a whole in this area. So it has been really, really good.
On to the football then, and Norwich City, obviously 5 games into the season, a couple of cup games as well. How do you kind of assess where the team is at the moment? Obviously lots of new faces, new head coach. Is it still feeling like a lot of that is still coming together and kind of gelling?
I think we are getting there. Obviously with new players, new coach coming in, that everything takes time to understand different ways in which the manager wants things done, players understanding each other and getting used to the way players like to play. But I feel like we are slowly getting there, and it will all come together very soon. Hopefully we get the home win on Saturday. That's what we're all looking for, and I feel like at the moment we are sort of middle of the road, and it's probably where we should be. We haven't been unbelievable, but I wouldn't say we've been terribly poor either. I think we have been middle of the road, and that's where we are in the league. So we'll definitely be looking to push up the league now, get a few wins together, and like you always know, the Championship, put a few wins together and you shoot right up the table. So we'll definitely be looking to do that.
You mentioned Carrow Road. I was going to ask you about that, because it's interesting. Last year it was such a good place for you on the whole, and it was more the away form you struggled with, and this year you've started really strongly away, and I think we saw the draw at Coventry, which was hard fought. I think let's say that. So I mean, in terms of that Carrow Road form, and I guess you've touched upon it there, but is there a desperation's probably too strong, but I guess there's a real urge and want now to get that aspect of it going as kind of the next phase of this team developing and building?
Yeah, I think something we always talk about at the club is just continually doing what we can do to try and improve results. So we obviously chase performance, and repeatedly good performances will get repeatedly good results, and that's sort of what we all strive to do and what we are striving for. So I think if we stick at what we're doing and stick to the game plan, it will all come together eventually, and we're all confident that this is the way that we want to play, and this will work, and we will get there. And hopefully it's on Saturday. If it isn't, then we regroup and go again, but I'm confident that Saturday can be our first home win of the season.
And obviously, you've been at the level a long time now. It's so relentless, and I think you can be so high and so low so quickly. So how important is it to kind of stay middle of the road, like you say, and to, I guess, keep working and keep building and try, in a way, although it's hard because you work for results, to try and look beyond the results at kind of what's getting better and maybe what isn't? Yeah,
no, definitely. We'll always reflect on performances, win, lose or draw. The reflection's always there. Like you say, the Championship is relentless, and you're not always rewarded with good performances. Doesn't always mean good results. So sometimes we play well and lose games. Sometimes we don't play as well, say Coventry, and come away with a point where it's very hard fought and we've all dug in together. So we are all striving for the same thing, and we are working to put together good performances and good results, and the run will come and we'll fly up the table, hopefully.
We spoke, I think, in Holland, and obviously it was you coming back from an injury at the end of last season and having a full pre-season and obviously being back into it now. Where do you kind of feel you're at this moment in time in terms of fitness and all those various different elements? Yeah,
I feel really good. I feel the best I've felt for quite a while now. Sort of been in and out with injury for quite a long time and always been recovering from injury. But I feel like now having a full pre-season was really good for me. And like I remember saying then, I was just chasing being available, and I feel like that's where I'm at the minute. Just making sure I'm always available and I'm there, I'm taking part in every training session, I'm available for games, and then hopefully my minutes grow and we can see that coming onto the pitch really. But I feel good in myself. I feel like I'm ready to go out there and put in some performances, and now it's just about waiting my time and it will come, and then taking that opportunity when it comes.
Is there an element as well with your body after you've had injuries and multiple of them that you have to sort of learn to trust it again and sort of build confidence in? If you're going to sprint, then actually it's going to be okay, and if you're going to do this dynamic movement, it's okay. Is there an element of that, or do you just forget all that when you get onto a pitch?
I think all of that comes into your rehab training. So all of that sort of hesitation and like, is there a slight risk here or there, I think that all comes under that rehab, and by the time you're back into that full training or going back onto the pitch, you're not thinking about that stuff anymore. You're fully focused on what your role is, what your job is on the day. So I think there's obviously, like when I'm away from the game, I'm thinking, okay, what can I do to make sure I'm in the best possible version for myself, so I'm not at risk of injury. But once I'm back onto the pitch, it's just fully trust of my body and just go and do what I can do.
It's a fantastic competition. I know the new manager has spoken about how he wants that competition in the areas to drive you all on. So how are you finding it? Because it feels like there's a lot of different types of midfielders, and I guess you're probably feeling that competition as well.
Yeah, no, the competition is massive all over the pitch. Obviously, we've been hit with a few injuries now, which is obviously short on the squad a little bit. But we've got a decent sized squad, and we've got very good players throughout the whole squad. So there is lots of competition, but like the manager always says, good competition brings out the best in people. So if we're all pushing each other to be better, then the players playing on the day are going to be at a very high level, being trained against people of also very high level. So good competition is best for everybody. Nobody wants it to be easy. So I think, like I said, I've got to bide my time, and when an opportunity comes, be ready to take it. But I'm confident that I'm training and playing with very, very talented players. So I can learn from the ones playing and then put my own little stamp on things when it comes.
Final few, you're probably expecting this question really, but Marcelino Nunez doing the reverse, I guess, of kind of what you've done. It was always going to get a big reaction. I know you kind of did it at a youth level. What was I guess kind of your thoughts on it as somebody who's again at youth level as opposed to senior level, but made that move? What were your sort of feelings and thoughts on it?
I think it's a difficult one because like there's obviously such a big rivalry there, and he was such a big fan favourite for the fans. So it's very difficult, and I think for him it was obviously a decision that he was willing to make, knowing the reaction that it was going to get. So I think it's down to him to make that decision. I personally don't have too much view on it. Like I think the players are a little bit hurt by the fact that he's gone to the rival club in the same league as us, competing for what we're all competing for. So as a Norwich City player, we'd never want one of our own to go to join Ipswich Town, but it's happened now. So we've all sort of moved on from it now and just focused on what we can do. And obviously we play them soon, so hopefully can continue the run and get the better of them.
it certainly looked at Blackburn like it had almost a galvanising effect, and that's for fans as well. You saw those scenes at the end. It did feel like it kind of brought everyone together, which I guess can be quite a powerful thing if it's used in the right way.
Yeah, definitely. And I think as a group of players, we have sort of, like I said, moved on from it now and tried to just sort of, okay, he's made that decision, that then we'll all just move on and be the best versions of ourselves and see what we can do.
And final one, how are you finding it under Liam Manning and new coaching staff? And I saw you on the wing and in midfield as well. So have you enjoyed it so far? And I guess what sort of the conversations that you've had about him in terms of improving and maybe getting more minutes in the team?
Yeah, I really like what he's come in and done. He sort of brought the team together. Like, I feel like we're a very close unit at the minute, and that will obviously get results like it has done against Coventry, just shown from just the team digging in, sticking together, working for each other, getting each other out of trouble. That sort of element has been there, and now we're obviously building on the style that he wants as well, and that will all come. But personally, I've really enjoyed my time working under him, so hopefully more to come and more minutes to come.